We're looking this week at medical graves in the churchyard, and just to remind ourselves of the dedication of medical people as a symbol of my honouring and our honouring those who are working so hard and often at such risk in our present virus crisis. And sometimes the graves of which we know least about the people are the most moving. And we're in section 3 of the churchyard now, the most modern, and we're looking at a grave from 1921. You can hardly read it anymore. It just says on the bottom here, Burial May de St Croix. She died in November 1921 and she was aged only 18. And all I've been able to find out about her from the burial book, and this is intriguing to me, because in that day the burial book almost never gave people's jobs or who they were other than their names and their date of death and their age. About 1 in 50 gave more details. And this simple grave here, the burial book actually does 2 things. It says she was a nurse, and it also gives the grave number, which again very rare in the 1920s. Later on by the 1940s and so they recorded exactly what people were buried, but not much before that. And I'd love to know more about this young girl. So again, if anyone has any links with the St Croix family and can tell me about Beryl. She was a nurse, she was aged 18. What I do find in the burial book, because in those days there were so many infectious diseases, and there are 4 or 5 people in the parish who died at almost exactly the same time, over about an 8-day period, 10-day period. And perhaps as a nurse she contracted something, and at 18 she left this earth. And it just reminds us that all who work in the medical services, and those of you who know hospitals and know care homes, sometimes the most dedicated work is done by such young people so early in their life. So as I think of this lady who I know so little about, Beryl de St Croix, we give thanks to God for all the work that so many do.